What time is it? It's 2025. Time to get into the 21st century, I guess. Welcome to the Superpilotish channel. My name is Graham Wilson, and today in my Luddite basement, I'm going to be downloading an app on my phone. And then I'll find out the aviation news. There we go. All right. Well, yeah. So there's a whole bunch of looks like a bunch of fires going on out in Los Angeles right now, and that's not cool. But anyways, I was just kind of thinking I really didn't have too much of a topic to talk about today, and it was like, well, I wonder how it's going in Los Angeles and how is that affecting the air traffic down there. Like it sounds like, oh, it's a Armageddon kind of end of the world type fire out there, and I think it's just like it looks pretty big. I was doing a Google search here, and the Los Angeles Fire Department has a website. And it's got like the fire zone that's the fire zone, and it's like, whoa, that's pretty big. And so I was like, well, how's? And then I looked on FlightAware, and that's a website where you can have little airplanes that go around. It's tracking all the all the airplanes flying around that are registered with ADSB. But anyways, that's a whole other show. And yeah, so I was like, looks like planes are still coming and going out of LAX. And so how bad is it? So I was like, well, you know what? It's one of these things that I don't know. I just fly little airplanes from my local airport. So I just look out the window. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And I get out there to the airport and check the weather. And it is pretty good. But, lots of other people that do a lot longer trips than I do, they check the weather and they got it on their phone. I never really had the need to do that. I never really carry a phone with me anyways, because I don't know. What do I need it for? So I know where the grocery store is. I don't need a GPS to tell me. So, all right. So we're going to download an app. And I just went on a Google. I want to find the pilot weather apps here. So I Googled up top 10 pilot weather apps, and it's got like ForeFlight and some other stuff. And I know you got to pay for some of them. So there's a couple of these apps that I found that I don't know. I think some of my students had downloaded them before, and okay, that's pretty cool. So all right, so let's go to the Google Play Store. I'm an Android man, and oh hey, Shecky, I'm just downloading stuff on my phone here. Okay, I found this weather app for aviation. It's called Avia weather. Avia weather. Let's try that. Search. That is not showing up here. Okay, that's really goofy. Let me see here. I thought I was going to be all Avia weather. Oh, Metar and TAF. Okay, let's try this. Avia weather. Metar and TAF. Come on, weather. See, and like I'm old, so I can't just do it all fast with my thumb. There you go, Grandpa. All right, okay, weather. What did I say it was? Metar and TAF. Metar and TAF. And that stands for Metar is a meteorological report, I think. Aerodrome report, and TAF is terminal aerodrome forecast. Aviation weather formats, ebook, free ebook. I don't want ebooks. Okay, so much for that. There we go. Okay, Google's messing me up here. There's this other one called Ventusky, VENTUSKY, and that one rings a bell too. Oh, no ebooks. I'm not searching ebooks. What's going on here? I don't want books. I just want search. Boom. Okay, here we go. So you can see how much oh, there we go. Avio weather, Metar and TAF. I fat fingered it. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Install 500. So I don't know, 500,000 plus downloads. It's probably legit. Let's check it out. We are downloading. Dun 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 dun. Okay. What else we got here? Installing. Come on, computer. Okay, let's open it up. What's it look like? So we're going to find out the weather, pilot weather in Los Angeles. And do I want to send anonymous usage statistics? Decline. Boom. What? Maybe I have to do that for it to work. Oh, come on, Avio weather. There you go. Here's the old man. Oh, wait. You have to accept it. There we go. I'm not reading anything here. You're supposed to, but whatever. Okay. So this is it. Just kind of pops up like this, and let's find out what's that. Tap on the magnifying glass to add your first station. Okay, magnifying glass. Oh, my station. That's like a search magnifying glass. Okay, let's go KLAX, Los Angeles International. Now you see how it says here KLAX. So I think it's like, you know how the airports have different names, right? Here in Canada, they all start with C. In the United States, you'll have some. If they're west of the Mississippi, they start with K. If they're east of the Mississippi in the United States, they start with W. So if you think about that, like all the TV stations are like that too, right? Here in Detroit, we got WDIV, that's Channel 4, and KTLA out in Los Angeles, something like that. So the thing is, those are like radio stations, TV stations. So the airports, now don't quote me on this, I'm just putting this together today for the first time. The airports are based on the radio station name. So there we go, or those little 4 letters that you get. So that would make sense to me. And in the old days, that stuff would all be transmitted by Morse code. You'd hear the dit 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 dit, and you go, oh, okay, that's. And you would actually use that as like navigation too. You'd hear the Morse code, and you could turn your little antenna, and it would tell you how to get to the station. So that's some old navigation. But let's see how things are going in LAX. Okay, let's add that. Boom. Okay, check mark. Maybe. Here we go. Yeah, so they were talking about in Los Angeles how there's like some really big winds there. And let's see. If I hit that, what happens? Oh, okay, let's go back. Okay, so I got that. It's like that popped up, KLAX, and it gives you some real, just your really quick information that you need as a pilot. So it is, let's see if I can decode this here for you. All right. So, and then I get to block my face. Okay, so we're looking there. You can see there's a little where it says 10 degrees. That is where the wind is coming from. So it's coming from almost from the north. North is 360. Okay, the wind is 15 knots, gusting to 27 knots. And the pressure is 1021 hectopascals, but we usually use like inches of mercury, so I don't know why they report that. And the temperature is 17 degrees Celsius. Okay, so there's your quickie information from Avia Weather. Let's hit that, and boom. Now we got a whole bunch more information here. There's your METAR, or some people call it a METAR. Yeah. Okay, from 16 minutes ago, the ceiling is broken at 12,000. Okay, that's really high ceiling. Visibility is 11 kilometers, which is, what's that in miles? About, why would they give visibility in kilometers? They usually give it in miles for pilot people. And, it's probably something in the settings. You got to switch it over to non-metric, because that's kind of what the world uses, knots and all that other fun stuff, miles. visibility 11 kilometers. So that's about 6. No, what would that be in miles? About 6 miles, 7 miles, which is pretty good viz. And we got sunrise, sunset. Okay, there's some remarks there. Smoke scattered at 5,500, smoke scattered at 7,500. Okay, so like right around the actual airport, there's all that fun stuff. If you're a pilot, you got to know what all that means. Yeah, so it doesn't look like anything too crazy at the airport in Los Angeles. So that would explain why, like I checked before, there's not any more cancellations or delays or anything like that than usual. So, okay, that backs that up. Would I be flying to Los Angeles right now? If it was on a big jet, yeah, sure. But little airplane, well, you might want to watch where you're going. Okay. Oh, we got some wind shear at 500 AGL from 45 knots. Okay, yeah, so I think it would be kind of gusty, kind of bumpy out there. So there you go. If you're flying into Los Angeles today, you're going to get some bumps. But yeah, it looks okay. All right, what else we got here? That's decoded. What else? Okay, like here it says up here, decoded. So there's another one, raw. Let's take it raw. Oh, there we go. That's what you get tested on if you're a pilot. You got to know all that stuff there. Yeah. Okay, I see you there, Shecky. Yeah, is that the Santa Ana winds that are going on right now? Okay, it's all forecasted to be. It looks like it should be slowing down at the airport, anyways. A lot of smoke around there. Some of these things you got to kind of check it out. Like you don't really see them all the time. So, actually, yeah, it's like kind of smoke and stuff. And okay, yeah, and it looks like the winds will be kind of dying down a little bit tonight, maybe. Yeah, they always give the weather in like Zulu time or UTC, Universal Coordinated Time, or Greenwich Mean Time. That's what everything usually goes. Okay, cool. And I'm going to bring your comment up here, Shecky, pretty soon because that's kind of important. Okay, yeah. All right, so that matches up with what do we got here? NOTAM. Boom. Yeah, so NOTAM here. It's kind of underlined right here, NOTAM. And that means it used to be called Notice to Airmen, but then they became like, I don't know, like what politically correct or something. I forget what they call it now. It's like a notice to all dudes, pilots. I don't know. Okay, what do we got here? So that's basically, hey, watch out for this, pilots. But yeah, I forget what they call the new NOTAMs. It's not Notice to Airmen anymore. Notice of traffic. I don't know. I can't keep track of the way that our language changes all the time. Yeah. Anyways, I got to keep Googling all these new words that people invent. All right. So what do we got here? So that tells you there's some things here about the runway. Lighting system might not be working on some of them. Maybe it's sometimes for maintenance. They'll put that on there. Hey, watch out. Guys are working on, okay, taxiway is closed. Taxiway Alpha is closed. Maybe they're fixing potholes or something that happens. I don't see January 10th. Yeah, you know what? They don't even really have any real official airport warnings or anything about this, about all the fire and everything out there. So I guess the airport's probably far enough away from the fire. It's probably like, I don't know. I was looking on I had my Google Maps up here. I don't have my extra monitor to show you guys, but it was so where the main fire is there by like Beverly Hills and Hollywood, West Hollywood and stuff like that. It's in the Santa Monica Mountains. And yeah, it's according to there's like a little, if you check out Google Maps, there's like a little fog, or not fog, smoke. All right, I'll just use my I'll use my whiteboard here to show you what's going on with the smoke and the fire there. Okay, so let's draw Los Angeles. It kind of goes like this. That's exactly what Los Angeles looks like. So that's your ocean. Okay, it kind of goes off here. We got the way it looks like on my Google Maps is there's a bunch of forest here. Okay, that's kind of forest. And then we got Hollywood, Beverly Hills, all those guys. Hollywood land is over here. We got up here is the San Fernando Valley. I've never really spent a whole lot of time in Los Angeles, but I've heard all about it because, you know, TV and stuff. San Fernando Valley. And this kind of goes over here. This is all kind of forest. Let's draw a tree. There's like some kind of state park there too. And so this is where your fire is. Actually, let's do the fire in red because that looks like fire. And so according to the map, the fire is kind of mostly around here. All right. And then according to my app on my phone, and it also matches up with what I see on the Google Maps, the wind is kind of coming from this direction up here. So it's going to blow all your smoke out into the ocean. And most of it will be concentrated here. And then it gets a little bit less here. So that's where all your smoke is going. The Los Angeles airport is down here somewhere. So you're pretty good. Whoop. Okay, that's your Los Angeles airport's down there. So that's pretty far away from the fire. I'd take a guess at maybe about 10 miles. So looks like you're good. And it looks like the airplanes are kind of coming in and out just fine on those runways. So, all right, there you go. There's your fire weather update. And they also said there was a little fire over here somewhere on Google Maps and another one up here. But I did see on FlightAware that they had a fire helicopter flying around here. So that's probably if you're flying your little airplanes, there's a little airport here, San Fernando Airport, I think. And you want to kind of stay away from that probably. I'm sure there'd be a bunch of little traffic going in and out of there trying to fight the fires. But it's it's not, I guess they probably got some planes out there now that maybe they couldn't do it before. I heard that the winds were up to 85 miles an hour. That's too much for any plane to be flying in. So that's why they canceled it. Big planes, yeah, you don't want to be close to the ground. Even in a big plane, 85, what's that in knots? It's probably about 60 knots. Yeah. So nah, you don't want to fly in that. But it looks like it's kind of the wind's dying down a bit. So should be able to get some more airplanes flying around there, hopefully putting out some fires and stuff and protecting some homes. But yeah, it's a big fire zone there, and stay safe. Okay, and let's see what Shecky's my one lone guest here, Shecky's talking about. Okay, so he was saying that the direction of the Santa Ana winds blows away from LAX, which is here. All right, and then I was correct that it's blowing out over the ocean there. So that's, I guess, the Santa Ana winds. I don't know if that's this time of year they do that, but I think it blows off the desert or I don't know, something. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, Shecky's reporting that there's 4 different fires in the LA area. I saw on Google Maps they pointed out 3. Let's check that out again. Google Maps. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's another fire up north more. Okay, yeah. All right, Shecky is reporting here. Yeah. So I don't know what we got here. I believe the fire would have to be directly east of the airport for the smoke to cover that area. Directly east. Smoke would be very west east. Yeah. So if the fires are over here, it'd be blown onto the airport. But everything's looking good. Um, da, 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 all right. Okay, cool. If I'm ever in the neighborhood, Checky, I'll give you a shout. But no, I don't have any plans on going to LA anytime too soon. But thanks anyhow. Yeah, so that's about it. I'm pretty happy. I got my just kind of a little short. I don't know, short update. So that's your aviation news. There's your fire update, and that's what it's looking like. There we go. Because I am the aviation weather expert. Yeah, so it looks like I wonder if they got what do we got here? I wonder if they have a forecast. TAF. Okay. Yeah, they're forecasting it for the winds to kind of die down a little bit. I guess that would be at night. Maybe the Santa Ana winds pick up a bit more during the daytime with, I don't know, heat up, and then you get, I don't know how those work. So, all right, lots of smoke and stuff. Okay, well, there's one weather app. All right, I'm into the 21st century now. Okay, yeah, just a little thing there. It looks like you're cool to fly around Los Angeles. Like, I don't know, they make the news likes to really sensationalize things. So hopefully the fire is not quite as bad as they say it is. I don't know. It's seeing a mansion burning. It's like, oh, that's not cool. But it does get you the clicks and the likes and the subscribes and all that other stuff. So click like and subscribe this if you want if you want the greatest weather updates in the world. Okay, and yeah, that's about it for today. All right, today is Wednesday, so hopefully I'll have a better topic for you to talk about on Friday. Was it Daniel, one of the guys that comes on here a lot? He recommended a topic to me the other day, and I was like, I gotta look into that. So Daniel, if you're watching, I'll get something together for you. And no matter what happens, I'll be here on Friday because I do this Monday, Wednesday, Friday at noon Eastern. And that's about it. So we'll just kind of shut her down. So thank you for watching. Bye.